let's say if this buyer, this owner wants to buy this unit for own stay, and numbers are good, everything is good, and then the feng shui say otherwise, right? Would you suggest, or how can I, tell the buyer that actually there is something, or really cannot? It's a no-no.
It really needs to see the situation of that house. If it's a very, very lousy house, then too bad lah.
Too bad, right?
If it can improve, then I think it's still quite okay. If the numbers make sense.
Understand. Then in whatever case this really does happen, right? I will send the buyer to you.
Yeah. Send the buyer.
Alright guys, welcome to this episode of Uncut, and today we have a really special guest. And when I say special, I mean really special. He is none other than Jet from Fengshui Master Feng Shui Company. I really want to find out so many things from him. But before we start, let Jet introduce himself.
Right, hi everyone, I'm Jet. I'm a 5th generation Feng Shui Master. Now in my family business, I've been learning this since I was 9 years old, and I'm in my early 30s now. So we've been in this for a while. Actually, we've been in Singapore. The whole family business has been around for more than about 100 years.
100 years, 5th generation.
Yes.
Really?
So,
wow, awesome. So when he first came in, right, when I first met him, I was very scared because Feng Shui can like that. Then he can read me. So I'm very scared he know my secrets. So I don't know if that's true. Can you do that?
I can see whether this person is trustworthy, whether this person is someone who is, not too sneaky. You can get a very good vibe.
You can vibe, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm here because I guess Nicholas has quite a good vibe.
Okay, so I think a lot of things that people are maybe not so sure about Feng Shui, or they want to find out more. So I think first off, how much of Feng Shui is real knowledge? Because it's very, very intangible, correct or not? And then how much of it is really psychology? Like how 玄学.
I want to put it in a way whereby you can see that Feng Shui is actually a combination of both of what you say. It's actually the marrying between the environment and your own psychological, and also the energy that's around you. It's how we harmonize it. That's actually how it really is.
I like how you put it.
Yes.
So basically, it's how your own personal energy.
Yes, and the place energy.
And the place.
So, example, let's say some office, this person go in, sit at that seat very hot, another person's seat may not be very hot.
Okay, so of course, you talk about office, but and mainly Feng Shui, I think a lot of homeowners, not just office owners, they also have some belief in Feng Shui. So what is the one Feng Shui mistake that Singaporeans always make?
What is one Feng Shui mistake that people always make? I would think that people are a bit way too superstitious with numbers, especially their menpai. Yes.
But
unit numbers.
I
think that's fine. That's actually one of the smallest things.
That's the smallest thing.
Some people will say, I cannot live on 4th floor because 4.
No, exactly.
Yeah, some people are like, dash 444, I cannot buy that property.
No, exactly, because we have buyers or clients coming to us and say, they will check first say, sir, this one, what unit number must add up to whatever before they even want to view.
The unit number is actually not the most important thing. The Feng Shui of the place is actually the most important.
Okay, so coming from a 5th generation Feng Shui master,
yes, it's really not important.
It's not important,
it's really not important.
So we better...
maybe even, we probably take that 1-2% extra.
1%. So it's not that
but
crucial.
It's really not crucial. The Feng Shui of the whole place itself is more important. That building, that unit is more important. The environment is more important than just the unit number. Because the unit number in the end is, how should I put it? It's man-made. It's not natural.
So you can actually it's not something that is already part of the structure, so to speak, right? Because it's
I would say I would think that is a bit more towards what is superstitious than what is more practical.
Superstitious.
What we really practice in Feng Shui, the principles behind.
Like level 13 cannot, level 4 and things like that, right? Okay.
Yeah, I think those are fine.
Okay.
There are still many people who have. I mean, even some landed houses, 4
4
also
actually
okay, 13
huat mah,
also. Some of them they still do very well.
Or in fact, some of them look for number 4.
Yeah, because maybe that's their lucky number. And that's the number that actually resonates with them. Then it works for them.
Which is a little bit of psychology lah. This number is good, right?
It's half lah.
Half.
Is psychology, but first thing is that this place has to have some good energy to make you have that good feeling to want to push yourself a bit more.
Understand. My phone number also got C number one, but that play a small part. So I will talk to you later more about my own things. Alright, so then what constitutes a good feng shui? You mentioned about a personal, individual energy numbers or, qi chang.
Constitute a good feng shui of a house or in terms of
in terms of whatever that we are looking at for a homeowner, for example.
So let's say we look at homes. We want the place to have a good, of course, definitely a good amount of sunlight.
Oh, sunlight is very important.
I think, personally, I feel that sunlight is quite important.
Sunlight, 采光.
Sunlight is quite important. Your facing, the facing of the door, the facing of your bed, your study table, and also actually one of the most important part is actually your kitchen.
Oh, kitchen?
Yes.
Oh, why is that so?
So the kitchen is in Chinese we call it 灶位. So there's like so-called like the fire of like the
where you get
house
to eat
and everything. Yes, there's a lot of theory that goes behind it and principles that goes behind it. Where it's placed and how it's placed is actually very important. It will actually, how should I put this? Affect the relationships of people in the house.
Oh, so the kitchen, not
yes,
the master room.
So
the
kitchen is actually one of the most
master
important
room.
first. Then after that, then master room also plays a very big important. Yes.
Okay. Wow, very interesting. So, I mean, I'm sure you have seen countless of homes and then met so many owners.
Yes.
What is the wildest and most unbelievable client? Don't name names lah, but like they come in with like ridiculous or like even no matter how good the feng shui cannot happen one. I mean,
how good of some places it's there was a unit that I've been before. It's the whole place just feels very off. Wow. I'm not sure if you have been to houses but you just step inside, it just feels it feels a bit funny.
Like a bit like I want to walk out.
Yeah, you just feel like you don't really want to enter that place, and it has this very, in Chinese quite 压迫感. It's very pressurizing on you.
Suppressive.
Very suppressing on you. So that is one. And then when you see where the direction is faced, if I'm not wrong, the direction faced towards the lift. The main door faced towards the lift. The toilet and the master bedroom was in very, very awkward position.
So it's an odd shaped layout?
It was an odd shaped layout. Very odd shaped layout.
Can
so
you tell me where is this place?
It was an apartment.
Oh, apartment.
Apartment in D15 actually.
D15
In D15. So that's even more surprising.
But is there something that is generic? I mean, I know a bit, but I don't know a lot. I know like things like 文昌位lah, all these things I know a bit one. They cannot sit on top of a pillar and all that. The basic ones I know a little bit. But is there like a generic place that overall feng shui is very good one?
Overall feng shui is very good. Wow.
Right, like I read somewhere before like what Bugis, I don't know what 龙头 I got do some research one.
I quite like. I think Bidadari is quite okay.
Yeah, but Bidadari is on a cemetery,
which is why.
Oh, which is why. So
which is why
anything that is
no, it's not anything. And the thing is that it needs to be done properly and peacefully and all this. It's actually I would say that these are quite. I would say it's 黄金地段.
Oh, 黄金地段.
Yeah, I would think it's 黄金地段.
Okay, Bidadari.
Actually, I'm quite okay with houses that were built with cemeteries because they were all done well. They were all done okay.
I mean, look at Bishan.
I mean, all quite okay.
Right,
Bishan,
all quite okay.
Yeah, all Bishan so far. All your HDBs, all
$1 million.
It
start with BI one.
Yeah.
哇，这样巧嘛。
有可能它都是比较不错的一些地方。
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you walk into a home, what do you usually notice first? Like, what is your...
First, we'll see the main door, where the main door, the direction is facing. We'll see how the living room, the layout is like. The main door to the windows, what's outside the window.
Main door to window.
Yeah, so, the direction of the main door to the window. Some is direct, some is indirect.
Yes.
And then, what is outside the window? Are there any other pointed structures towards the window? Any sachi? Anything that is a bit more against the feng shui principles?
Understand. So generally speaking, Some will say they need a divider from the main door. You don't see all the way to the balcony.
Yes.
So that's also
Yeah. So it's more of like how you can garner your energy around there. Or you want to invite good energy in, and you want the good energy to stay in your house. You don't need to just go out your window. Yeah.
So
another way is if you don't divide, then you can just do a zip check or zip check, or you can do.
So you trap the energy inside
Yeah. So then you just close that window.
So actually, there are so many things that you can do, even though probably intrinsically that unit itself may not be the best.
Yes.
Can I say that? Because
yes, you can always improve. Of course, we can say how much potential has this unit can improve to the maximum. Because nowadays units are a bit smaller, the layouts are a bit weirder.
Yeah,
so it's how much we can.
Very creative.
We need to have some creative ways to make it work.
Okay.
Yes.
So there are sometimes, real estate. So sometimes clients will come in and say, hey, my Feng Shui master see already, say the unit no good. But on paper, on statistics, analysis, very hot very good So how do we reconcile that? I'm not trying to push a sale
Okay.
but I want to understand so that at least I can talk to the client and see.
So first thing is that maybe from that Feng Shui master's point of view is that this unit doesn't hurt that person.
Okay.
But then again, it also depends if you are going to stay or you are just having it as an investment property. So if you're looking at it as an investment property, then you should just look at numbers quite strictly. You don't really need to look at Feng Shui principles because you're not going to stay there anyway.
So if you are then in this situation, coming back to this, let's say if this buyer, this owner wants to buy this unit for own stay and numbers are good, everything is good, and then the Feng Shui say otherwise, right? Would you suggest, or how can I, tell the buyer that actually there is something, or really cannot? It's a no-no.
It really needs to see the situation of the house. If it's a very, very lousy house, then too bad.
Too bad, right?
If it can improve, then I think it's still quite okay. If the numbers make sense.
Understand. Then in whatever case this really does happen, right, I will send the buyer to you.
Yeah, send to me first.
So that it is, because from what I'm hearing, it's very simple. To me, it's very clear already. Because if you're a good Feng Shui master, correct me if I'm wrong.
Okay.
That when you see a unit, it may not have the full attributes of a perfect house, right? We talk a little bit about that.
Okay.
But if your Feng Shui master is good, certain changes can be done to make it better.
I would say 9 out of 10 houses can.
9
out of 10 houses can.
So
sometimes we really kena that one house.
We kena that one house. So what happened to that one house?
The one house just gets stuck with the original buyer.
The original buyer
yeah, the one that bought since launch.
It's very cui lah.
It can get very cui. Sometimes numbers make sense, but just everyone go there, they just feel they just don't want to buy.
Yeah,
it can be a good deal, but they just don't want to buy.
No, I truly believe this because sometimes we also view a lot of houses, but for a different purpose. Sometimes we do come into houses that even if I'm not a practitioner, right, I also feel like a bit sian. The energy become very low. But of course we don't know we can't say that whatever it is as long as it fits. But we also do have Feng Shui masters that say that although this direction may not be the perfect for that owner,
yes,
there are some changes to be done that can be done. So of course to me I believe him more because 5th generation I think 应该是有料的啦，有料嘛 should be confirmed 嘛 right？ 应该是还可以 right？ And yeah, if you watch Chinese New Year shows every year Master Hui is his father.
Yes.
So look out for him. You caught him here first.
Yes,
he's going to be next. Yeah. Okay. So now we look at Feng Shui in general, right? So is there any rule that even though people expect you to, whatever you just mentioned, right, that everybody expects you to follow, but you don't think is that big of a deal?
Yeah, I would think it's actually unit numbers.
I think
unit numbers is something that I think is a bit more superstitious already. Yes, when it's like some people can stay at level 4, unit number 4, and they can still do very well in life. Yeah, it doesn't mean that it's 4 is a bad thing. It's that you should avoid it. Yeah.
This is very good. I will cut this piece and then I'll send to my buyers who, if I'm selling a unit 4 or unit 44.
Unit 4. Don't particular. I think unit numbers are actually one of the least to care about.
So from 10 to 1, 10 the top priority, would you say unit number is number 1?
Yeah, I would say unit number.
last-
Either 1 or 2 lah.
Or 2?
1 or 2.
So it's not really like a deal breaker, right? As
It's
long
definitely
as,
not. It's definitely not a deal breaker.
Not a deal
But
breaker.
unless you really don't like the number, like if you yourself really just don't like it, then too bad lah.
Then it's not about the house actually.
That is not the house fault. That is actually like you just don't like it. Yeah. But it's not that house will make you sway or something.
Okay. So again, when you talk about feng shui, I think it's a lot of energy, luck cycles,
Yes.
timing. But at any point in your life, you had a hardest period, like wow, really very down, very jialat.
Of course.
How-
Of course. I
so-
was young and silly
That's it.
before.
Okay. So how did you use? Do you use feng shui to change, or it's like sometimes doctors also need help, ma.
Yes,
But
then
we
doctor will
expect-
see another doctor.
Yeah,
Then
that's
sometimes I'll ask my father for
sorry,
help.
sorry.
So because we were all once young, we were all foolish, we were all naive in some
You're
sense.
all young
right?
and dangerous,
Yes, young and dangerous. We made certain decisions that we think that it will work, and we are just a bit stubborn, a bit, we don't care so much when we're younger. Then we're like, oh shit, stuck. How?
Okay.
Then so after that, and then I asked my dad for advice. Then there's certain things that we do using feng shui to help to improve things.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, I mean, like that you still win one. Your dad is the best doctor, ma. Right, at the end of the day.
No, the thing is that sometimes it's so hard to say because us as practitioners it's a bit harder for us to get. Yes, there's this thing that it's I also don't know. Sometimes we get thrown curveballs lah. A bit more. Yeah. Because we solve the straight balls, then we get thrown curveballs. Yes.
Okay. So I think knowing what you have gone through, I'm sure you have your fair share of working with different profiles of customers. Would you say that your profile of customers now are getting older or younger? Like, are you losing?
No, actually, in fact, my group of customers are getting younger.
Because you represent your group, or maybe your dad will represent the older people lah.
No, I mean, I also have clients who are older, but I have a lot of Gen Z customers.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. Because I find that the new generation people, Gen Zs, not yet the Gen Alphas, they are very much about. If I say it's very much of them, it's not selfish, but they really care very much about their own well-being. Yeah, and they are very spiritual. They want to explore more about themselves through the spiritual means and through
Understand.
that is why in recent years,
Crystals.
things about crystals, tarot cards, and everything has been booming for very much because there is a demand for it, and people are more and more curious.
Understand. So, but when you talk about crystals and tarot cards, right? I mean, tarot cards like a bit religion-ish.
Tarot cards.
I mean, crystals.
Tarot cards are a bit more Angmo style lah.
Angmo style.
Angmo style lah, but I will also not tie it to
You're not
religion.
tied to religion.
I
Then
will-
crystals.
Crystals,
not so.
crystals
it's just
is
energy.
yeah,
lah.
crystals is how they have energy.
So we talk about religion. I think some people will tie it with feng shui with religion also, no? As
Okay,
in-
so the thing is that they are slightly related, but they are actually not really related. Why I say that? Because feng shui, we are based on principles that have been passed down through the Chinese culture for thousands of years. So through that, along that way, some of them became some of the Taoist principles, some became some of the Buddhist principles that was adopted to the religion itself. But it itself, as a cultural thing, it has been passed down. Because then, if you look at it, Christianity really didn't really happen. I mean, until 2,000 years ago. Buddhism didn't really happen until about 1,000 years ago. But a lot of these our Chinese culture things are like 3,000-4,000 years ago. How do you want to explain that? It's only just it's a religion thing.
So it's more cultural.
It's more. I'll look at it as a lot more cultural,
Traditional.
more traditions, culture than just religion. Of course, there is a religion point of view to it, but it's not all.
Okay. So in this case, I mean, being the 5th generation, I'm sure with this time and day now with tech lah, with all the information going on, what are you doing to make it a 2.0 without losing this traditional value? Like make it modernized, right? You're trying to like
The thing is that I collect a lot of data when I see my clients. Yes, I see whether like their birth dates or their parts and things. What are certain trends that I see, and I would just key them down. I have my own
CRM.
Sort of CRM. It's like your
own
when doctors
analysis,
have their patient management system, but I've infused some AI into it as well to make things easier for me.
2.0 this one. So you really combine that traditional value and the new approach of how you can make this even to a next level. I think soon you have an app. Just key in and then already have.
No. I don't have it. That one will take a lot more data because I play around with many apps and many techie stuff as well during my free time, but it's not easy to get it right. Yeah. Not easy to get it right.
So is there some sort of a specialty that you are good at? Like, I don't know, just general office, home, or like, even...
We are like a GP. So we
GP,
GP. So we do everything, whether it's in your house, whether it's in your office, whether
shop,
is it yourself, even your cemetery, your tombstone, all this type. Yeah, we'll do everything.
So this is like a full suite of services lah.
Yes.
Right. So is it true that, let's say if someone who doesn't believe in feng shui, what would you say to this person? Like, will you even try to explain to them the concept, or you just, if you know, you know.
Okay, if this person doesn't believe, but if this person wants to find out,
yes,
I will share. If this person doesn't want to find out, I won't share.
Then you won't share, because if you don't believe, there's no point.
Yes, so first thing is that they need to be open-minded, to listen, to understand what it is. And but most of the time they want to explore only when they're facing problems. They'll think, can feng shui help me?
Yeah, it's always like that. Only when you have problems, then you come to
no money. I keep eating a lot of medicine. My health not getting better. Then my son's studies are not getting any better. They try to look for the what you say, divine intervention. Yeah.
So what was the biggest transformation, like based on your case studies, right? I mean, of course, I'm sure you have a lot. But what was the biggest one that before consulting you, it was like that? And then after consulting you, doing the change or whatever, and then what success story?
There was one really how is it? I wouldn't say a very unlucky lady. She's a single mother. She used to because she has done a lot better now. Those HDB rentals, like those really one room with 2 kids, and then she was getting very tough. Okay. So and one day she messaged me on IG.
Okay.
And then and she was just speaking to me about her problems and everything, and tell her that she has no money, blah blah blah. She just hope that I can help her. But I really that one took a while. It took me about 3 years to slowly. Because first thing is I need to tell her mindset, psychological thing, her thinking first. That I need to get her out of that mental spiral. So sometimes, us being in this industry, we are also a half therapist to people.
Well, I think that's very in line with, in fact, now that you mentioned this mental state,
it's a very well-being mental thing.
Religion, or it's really about how you are as a person, and the belief system that you have.
Yes, and how we use 八字 to actually see what this person can accept, what this person cannot accept, what kind of character they are more likely, what they are like, and how we can help them. Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's great. So, have you applied feng shui to your own home? Like, have you actually done something that is like, based on what you have done, right? Like, you tell people do all this, right? Then,
no, we all do.
We all do, yeah. So every time you will just do your own.
We have our rituals. We have certain feng shui things that we want to display and stuff.
Okay. So what house are you staying? Can you share?
I'm staying condo.
Staying condo lah. Your own house or your family house?
My own.
Your own house lah. So your dad will stay or
my dad stays in the condo. Yes, because we work together, so we
better
not to see him too much.
Okay.
Yes.
So then, in this case, so far, I guess your feng shui should be perfect lah.
It's okay. I mean, the thing is that the houses in Singapore, they are not designed very perfectly, right?
Okay.
So there's always something to improve, and every year there's always something to improve because it changes. Then we call it facing. Yes. So the direction.
Facing is in the
flying. We call it flying star lah. So this year, or sometimes we'll put certain crystals. Certain we'll to do certain things to enhance the place.
Okay. So which part of Singapore do you stay? Stay near him should be good lah.
D15. The office is in D15.
Okay, good. D15 is where I like to stay.
I grew up at D15. I grew up at D15.
Perfect. So we go and try to stalk him. Later you tell me, we share a little bit more. Okay, so you're talking about Singapore's housing layout? Was it layout?
Yes,
or was
yes.
So if you could redesign Singapore, give you a chance, I give you a chance now, you can redesign Singapore's housing layout using Feng Shui principles.
Yes.
What's one thing you would change? Just one thing, like make it all Shui, Feng Shui.
I'll make it more squarish first.
I'll make it more squarish. It's true.
Yeah,
It's
make
really
it more
true.
squarish. If you realize that the new layouts are very longish, and they have very weird corners for I don't know what reasons. I don't know if it's really structural reasons or they're trying to do a very nice facade on the outside, but it also doesn't really look nice. It looks plain, but it really, when you go in, actually, what I think what's good was maybe like the older jumbo HDBs. They're really very squarish. The layouts are actually quite okay. Those are actually quite nice.
So it's not about the district. Of course, district also has its own set of issues. But we're talking about, when we talk about layout, we're talking about the squarer it is.
I think the thing about squarer, when it's squarer, there's actually it's easier to manipulate the feng shui itself. Yes, manipulate to make it advantageous for you. But when it's longish, it's weird. Like let's say your cai wei, it's behind is the toilet, something like that. And then your wen chang wei is at some place that you cannot put a study table. Like it's where your laundry is. Like it's
so
just
it
very
doesn't
weird.
make sense lah.
It doesn't make sense.
I mean, I think I cannot answer for developers.
Well,
but what I can do
developers
is,
can do for me.
I can think of is just probably to maximize the space for the development itself lah. Right. Okay. So I think that's pretty much it for today. Is there anything else you would like to share with our viewers on Feng Shui?
Anything more? I think this is one of the more important thing when because there's a lot of you that's outside now that wants to buy a house. You guys are looking around, really, and you don't really want to engage a Feng Shui master. Maybe you don't believe, but I would say that you really first. I think you should also trust your gut, your own gut feeling, or whether you like that place.
No, I feel. I mean, when actually some of the Feng Shui principles some of them quite common sense.
It is
right?
very common sense.
It's very common sense, right? Like you come out, you
sense.
see or you wake up, you see your door. It really something is like how you
can take it in a very westernized manner. You can think of this as environmental psychology.
Yeah.
Yes. How this place make you feel? How this place make because whatever when it makes you feel good, your energy gradually gets better.
Correct.
It makes you feel terrible, you get worse.
Okay.
So it's part of there's one part to play.
Okay. So one last question I want to ask actually for myself. So how are your charges like? For let's say someone wants to engage you
for Feng Shui.
For Feng Shui.
For HDB it's 1688 for 3 room, then 4 room 1888, and then 5 room is 2088.
So it basically starts from 1688 all the way up to landed. Size.
Landed and size. Condo and landed is based on size.
Based on size, so you see the bigger.
But
it's
very affordable.
Very affordable. So you have it. So I tell you, if you want to buy a house, you want to know that whether it's good or not.
Yes.
You know who to call.
Your problems can just text me also. I'll be a therapist.
Okay, great. So thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you so much, Nicholas, for having me.
We'll talk a bit more later after this, but see you at the next episode. Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.